Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Desi TV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at a very special report. For City Council Sugarland District 2 runoff election activities reach its peak, Nasir Hussain's campaigns officially kick off in Sugarland. Candidate Nasir Hussain for the District 2 City Council seat has launched the formal runoff elections campaign. Now, in a special meet and greet networking event was organized past Sunday evening, May 18, 2025, was held at Lantern Banquet Hall by Eilite Indo Park Restaurant 11941 South Texas Highway 6, Sugarland, Texas 77498. The event was held under the title Runoff Election Kickoff, which is invitation only. The event aims to mobilize the community and encourage full participation in the democratic election process. Nasir Hussain, an active community worker and locally popular figure in Sugarland because he was the only Pakistani American make it to the runoff, is eager to represent the most diverse and culturally rich area of Sugarland, Texas. He said this is not just an election but an opportunity to raise the voice for our community. He added that I urge all voters to participate fully in the runoff election, and every elections also votes for a better future and every single votes make a difference. The distinguished guests who attended the event included Shah Halim, Salahuddin, Madaduddin, Raza Durrani, Ibrahim Javed, Shumail Akhtar, Jazar Wasim, Sayyida Maria, Shama Shaukat Ali, Shehroz, Rabi Hassan, Zafran Bhatti, Ali Haryap, Rahim Rupani, and Afshin Bahmani. Prominent community members from Sugarland and surrounding areas participated in the event and expressed their support for Nasir Hussain and also promoted political awareness as well. Now, at the end of the event, he urged all voters to participate fully in the runoff elections and play their role in electing an active and positive qualified candidate leadership by exercising their right to vote.
For the first 3 months when I ran, everybody was saying, who the heck is this kid and why is he running? And then they were saying, this kid seems a little shady. Because there's a lot of news going out there spreading about myself from my opponent and even our county judge about some of the things that we're obviously not someone that cares about these issues, that cares about people, that will be honest with you about what is possible and what is not, that's not going to sell you a dream of things that are never going to be funded, and that actually will be able to be accessible once they're elected, not just here when they're running for office. Then you need to vote for that man standing up there, Nasir Hussain. Because the problem in our community is that sometimes we lower the bar or we raise the bar for the level of financial security someone needs to have to run. And sometimes that dilutes the ability for qualified people like Nasir Bhai to run. He should not have to put his own family finances in jeopardy just to win this race. This is a very winnable race. He got to this runoff, it's very competitive. People don't go to vote again in runoffs. You have people sitting in this room who understand how difficult it is to get into a runoff. I didn't even get into a runoff. We should support once he wins that race as well. Inshallah, he can do that. And so I leave it there. This is not a speech I wrote. This is straight from my heart. And I hope we can all get behind Nasir Bhai Company. Thank you so much.
I really wanted to go first before I run because it's always a tough act to follow up my little brother when he talks from his heart. But I definitely wanted to recognize everybody in the room. I want to start in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most beneficial. Good evening to all the family, friends, and neighbors that are out there here to support somebody that I do really admire, Mr. Nasir Hussain. I'm not going to go into all the interesting things he's done in the past. I'm going to leave that to him to do it. Something I do want to talk about is what Nasir Bhai really is. Nasir Bhai is an amazing father, a husband, a man of faith, and neighbors to a lot of you guys in Telfair. Someone served this seat. And because this is local election, Nasir Bhai got into a runoff with just 15 votes. And I'm going to give a lot of credit to Sister Sabah and Asad over here that took the last 1 hour to leave the poll and go ahead and block walk and to get those 15 votes in. We really know where the voters are. I really appreciate you guys. Furthermore, without any ado, please join me in welcoming your next City Council member for Sugarland District 2, Mr. Nasir Hussain.
Let's see, who's next? 434th District Court, Judge R.G. Bright. Please come up to say your words.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are y'all? Good. I'm glad. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you. It's an honor to be here in front of all of you this afternoon. I am a civic judge, so I cannot endorse a candidate, so I'm going to make sure I'm clear about that. But I'm here today for a reason. And every time that I've come across Mr. Hussain, he's been so incredible, kind, and I'm certain that he would make a great council member. So thank you for having me. Thank you all for being here, and I wish you the very, very best of luck.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you all. I'm really honored for the comments by both Jazir and Ibrahim. Really appreciate that. Above all, I'm really appreciative that you guys took out some time today on a holiday, came out to listen to me and give some thoughts about what's going on in the city. So fortunately or unfortunately, here we are. We started somewhere in 6th of April, I guess, when we had the first launch party. And at that time, I didn't expect it to be in the runoff, to be very frank, but we just got into the runoff. And as Jazir said, it was actually 24 votes, not 15 votes. But again, it was all about who took them out. So it's really important that I'll be very honest again here, and I would try to be very clear with you guys what feedback I got through this whole polling process. I'm not a politician. Alhamdulillah, I'm an engineer by profession. I have my job, and I have a very limited clients which I don't need to do public dealing with. I'm not getting any benefit of while standing outside the masjid and showing my face, although I'm a very good candidate for a realtor now. But I'll be very honest what the feedback I got from the people, and I would like to communicate this to you because we need to understand as a community what we are missing. And there are some mixed responses. There were people who were really appreciative, and there were ladies who came out and really thanked us, my polling agents and my volunteers. And they said, we really appreciate that you guys are participating, you guys are part of this process. So we should celebrate this, we should appreciate, and we should take this as a positive feedback that if we participate in this political process, we will be part of this community. Until now, we feel we are living in silos, and the word is out that since I'm a Muslim, I will not be supporting Hindus, and I will not be supporting Chinese. And then there were people as well who said that you will make the Sugarland as an epic city. So we have to clarify, we have to make sure to the community, and we have to get the real word out that being a Muslim and being a religious Muslim doesn't mean that you will be overcoming their religion. You will be converting the people to your religion. It's just a part of your culture that you have to support your community. And again, you can do this without going this whole process. But I would really appreciate that after this whole cycle is over, by next 3 years, we are able to get more people involved in this community services. We are able to get at least 10 to 15 young generation people who are there, who are working as an intern in the city council, who can be our next future leaders. This is really important. This is the long-term thing which we have to think as a community as well as an individual, like as a family as well. And I just got some information that people were curious that what is my plans and what I want to do. They are not sure what I want to do. So we as a city are giving, I'll give you 3-4 points right now. So number one is, we as a city have reduction in population, whereas Texas is basically where the people are moving in from all over the US. So there is something wrong which is making people move out from the city. And what it is basically high taxes, high basically cost of living, and secondly, scarcity of employment. We are so expensive as compared to the whole area in terms of rental, commercial rental, that people and restaurants are moving out from the city. So these are some issues which needs to be addressed on a city level. Then unfortunately, the city council up till now has not taken any measures about it. They are pretty much comfortable with what the sales tax they are getting right now. So those things needs to be addressed. And then also, just to highlight, for the last 3 years, 2 major employers have already left Sugarland. Floridian has already left Sugarland. Minute Maid has already left Sugarland. That means 2 major employment opportunities are gone. So we need to have some sort of city council which can give some tax rebates, some tax relaxation, or some ease of doing business to these mega employers, which can in turn have employees pay that much amount of money that they can sustain in Sugarland. Unfortunately, right now this is not happening. People are moving out. I've been doing block walk in River Park, Telfair, New Territory, all these areas. I see personally there has been a lot of listings that are going on. That's why I said, I should be a realtor. But the reason is because people are moving out. They cannot afford. So 3.2% tax on a $500,000 house, you can just do the calculation. So we need to make sure that we have certain employment opportunities present here. And again, with all my journey of interacting with people, what I came to know that sugar is one thing, and lastly, I guess the most important thing why I am running into this, again to clarify, yes, I am a Muslim, but that doesn't mean I have to be everywhere. But I am an engineer as well, and unfortunately, engineering doesn't have any religion, and engineers are just there to build things. So for the next 5 years, we'll be having a transformation in technology and adaptation in technology. Those cities who will not be adapting the technology will be left behind. And we have seen in terms of this adaptation, the first phase is to have those resources which are present within the city. Dallas is an example, Austin is an example, where people have been moving in throughout the country. They have the best resources, the companies are moving in, they are having new projects. It's a no-brainer. If we can have something like that, if we attract people, if we have certain projects which attract people around, that will help our city to generate revenue, grow, and then simultaneously sustain the population. If we won't do that right now, trust me, for the next 5 years, we will become an old nation. So, council members, people were asking me who should we support for the mayor as well. I've been involved with both of those people, and I really appreciate. I'm really sad for those people who lost as well. But right now it's my race. Right now it's your race. So please, I know this is really difficult. Runoffs are really difficult. Coming out and doing this voting again is really difficult. And I really appreciate. I was not expecting that much crowd to come out. But thank you so much. Thanks for your trust. And I hope that you guys will be voting again. Early voting will start on 27th of May and till 7th of June, 3rd of June, and the final day will be 7th of June. And now I have some yard signs left from my previous campaign, the one which I had. So please don't forget to take those. I have some t-shirts as well. Really appreciate that you come out from 27th of May and 3rd of June. Lastly, please make sure to communicate with your friends. And if you have any questions, and if you feel that there are people who don't understand what the message is, please give me a call. I am available. I am here. This is like for the next 2 weeks. And even after that, I'm really available person. You can just give me a call, or you can email me. You can go to my website as well. It's www.votefornasir.com. I'm also on the Facebook. So you guys can always reach out to me personally as well as via social media, and you can see what is going on. And if there are any questions, I'm here to answer those questions as well. And if you want me to go somewhere and
What is your stance on power plant?
okay, very, very relevant question. First of all, there is no power plant going on, and the amount of data centers which are being built within the city, within Texas in general, and in the US, the consumption of electricity is going high. So, due to that consumption, our production is by 2030. There's one forecast, but there are based upon what the consumption is. It is forecasted by 2027, the production would be less than what is we are consuming. So the state of Texas, this is the state of Texas pushing each county, city to have some plans to build energy sources to support their grid. So this is what is going on. Based upon that, what cities are doing in general, they are putting up proposals or any studies to see how they can generate electricity, and based upon the approval of those proposals, the state will be providing them grants. So unfortunately, our city of Sugarland and our mayor, previous mayor, they had basically had an idea of this gas power plant, which I personally oppose, and I'll go two steps ahead. There are multiple solutions of this problem. State of Texas is pushing for nuclear solution. They have already given approval for 3 nuclear power plants. And this is FYI for everyone. For the state of Texas has given 3 licenses for nuclear power plant to be built on the Gulf Coast. Along the Gulf Coast, they are further away from us, but this would be a problem later on as well, because we are living on the storm side of the Gulf Coast. There are other ways of producing electricity which are really environmental friendly, namely it is solar. And yesterday I was having a discussion with one of my Chinese neighbors, and she said that I don't understand why we are not using any solar energy. And I said, yes, I don't understand as well why we are not using. So she said, yeah, because it is really expensive. So that is the part which the city has to play. City has to provide incentives for alternate energy source. I guess people need to be educated about what is the problem first. Second, what are the solutions? What I have seen is basically, as we were discussing previously, there are sound bites and trying to show that people are really aggressive and they can resolve issues by public power. But we need to understand that there are some genuine issues with our grid which has to be addressed, and there are solutions which can be addressed which are environment friendly. And people who are educated enough and who are working in this industry can help you, and there are people who are living in our neighborhood that can help you with that. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nasir Bhai. Thank you so much. I would like to now, long awaited.
Wonderful. You want Nasir to win, right? Yeah. Okay, is it enough of us who live in New Territory, River Park, and Telfair? How many of us live in either one of those 3 subdivisions? Okay, about half of us. Are we enough to make him win? Yes. No, we're not. No, we are not. Now, that was probably about 25 or 30 of you. Maybe when you add your spouse, your grown kids, that's about 50 or 60 of you. Therefore, we have to get to the voters who can vote for him. Are you with me? Yeah. And it doesn't matter, they do not have to be South Asian. Don't get into that. I don't care if they're black, I don't care if they're white, I don't care if they're Hispanic, I don't care if they are pink. I don't care what religion they are. You canvass them all. You never know where your votes are going to come from. Okay? So don't say, well, I'm going to the Muslim households only. Or I'm going to the houses with Pakistani names. No. You lose voters when I run. I go after every chicken on the yard. Because there will be people who vote for me who do not look like me. I understand a little bit. I'm gonna vote for the opponent because Nasir didn't leave anything here. He didn't send anything here, or nobody came by my house. So you see how that happens? You have to go for it full throttle. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Okay, I want you to remember that. You know that only certain people can vote for him, but you need to go after it. You don't have to know them. You think we know everybody? No, we don't. It seems like we do, but we don't.
I think it's getting overcrowded and they're getting some extra tables. That's a good sign.
Many of them will say, okay, I'll go because you asked. Okay? It's just that simple. And remember, it's still May, June, weddings,
leaders, community leaders, also acknowledge Nabila Mansour, such as stand up. She's one of the founders, leaders of the community. We also have many of you that Ms. Jenna Bindi also ran. So please, thank you so much for being part of this event. And many of you are community leaders that helped us shape our community. And for that, we thank you. And we're coming here together to one reason, which is help Brother Nasir win. It was so difficult to make a runoff. When I've seen him, we worked together at the Sugarland, the V Center, in the heat, 100 degrees. You see how dark he got, get burned in the sun. You know, he used to be so light skin color. Nasir, you know, we're gonna get it fixed up, okay? So just a couple more weeks. So, you know, his sacrifice, dedication, he worked so hard to be here in the runoff. So now it is our responsibility to help him cross that path to the city hall, to represent not only us, they represent the entire Sugarland district, by all color, all race, all religion. He may be Muslim, but he's running to represent all of us, just like our friend Sharon with the state, right? But he's our brother. And it's all started with the home. We have to help him. He's our family. If we don't help him, nobody will. So with that regards, we're going to need some money.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Raza,
So Shah, tell us, why do we need money? What does money do?
thank you, Raza. Thank you so much. So we're going to need money for the poll workers. We're going to need mail-out that we're going to do. About 3,800 households we have targeted. And it's going to cost almost $8,000 to send 2 mail-outs, so we have to do it before the 28th of this month. So time is running out. Right now, today is the 18th, right? 18th, we have 10 days. So we're looking at to raise, and the poll workers, our budget is about $15,000, okay? $15,000. To make it easy, I myself start this journey to help my brother with $500 right now. That's how we start. So remember, charity begins at home. And if you cannot commit to brother that's running, I cannot ask you. So this is why I start my pledge for him, and I'll give my money before I leave. So Azabin?
Yeah, I'll take it another step forward, right? So we have, right now, a set of donors. That is Tahir Javed, Shahid Javed, and Omar Khwaja, who pledged $5,000 to start off, and they'll match that $5,000 with the first 5 donors $1,000 each, right? So I think that's where we'll start to see if there are individuals here that will be willing to donate. And on each one of your tables is a QR code. You can scan that QR code, it will take you to the donation site, and you can, basically donate whatever amount. But we're going to come there. I think we need to get those first 5 $1,000 individuals. I know Nasir is walking up, so maybe he's got some good news.
I've already received $2,000 from Mr. Atani, Amin Atani. Few now already have been gracious enough to support with $500.
Yeah, you would give out thousands. That's good. Yeah, and people the tag team, right?
You got 2, so 3. Right, Keyboard? Yes. So let's do 2 more thousand to match the 5,000.
Yeah.
Then we can do 1 more 5,000, then we're done.
So I already have
Another $1,000, huh? Mr. Ilyas Chowdhury. We're already at 9, right? So yes.
like starting from the flyers to the banners to the yard sign, everything has a cost. And I am really thankful to all the community members, my neighbors. They have been working as a family, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I need to basically appreciate you guys have been working so hard with me. I don't want to name any single one because everybody has been chipping in their time, effort, energies, and along with my wife and my kids. So it needs.
Jafran, where are you? Jafran, you should be here.
I'm doing both. आप करो.
So viewers, thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. This is me, Tabinda, signing off. Stay tuned for more news. Desi TV USA, DTV and our OTT platform, DTV Flix, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.
Neurological care is a pressing healthcare challenge in Pakistan. That's why Helping Hand USA is building Kind R, a world-class hospital with 130 plus clinics that is set to establish new standards for neurological care in Pakistan. As the first phase nears completion, anticipation is growing for the launch in the second half of 2025. Give zakat and sadaqah through Helping Hand USA today and join this historic endeavor to redefine future healthcare in Pakistan.